Yeah, that took too much brain power.
Yeah.
We should talk about the Virtual Boy. Oh, welcome to the Pixel Primos Video Game Podcast, the show where we talk about all the latest things in gaming, from playing the new Battlefield to waiting for Bloodborne 2 to get revealed. Hey, I'm Juan Solo.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
What's up, bros?
No.
I'm Paco.
I'm JJ. I have a witty
Yes.
retort for this one.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, we missed you all last week because it's just all my medical problems and issues just decided to all attack me at once in the span of the same week, day after day. It just that check engine light just clicked and then just
It started blinking.
just domino affected. I'm okay though, don't worry. But
You
yes,
have that Mr. Burns disease where like everything just got like stuck in the door.
It did, man. It hit everything just hit me. It started with this thing, then it went into this thing, then it went into this other thing. Then I had to go to the hospital, and it just from there it just went. But
Welcome to old age.
yes, I am both proud and equally sad to be here.
You started grunting
At
when
the
you
same
get up,
time.
right? You
Yep.
started grunting when you get up. Ugh.
Mhm.
I used to
Those
do
pair
that
of-
ironically, but I don't think I do it ironically anymore.
Yeah, now it's just you just do it for the. It's
Look,
like
man.
summoning the ancestors or something.
You know it's over. I'll tell you when it's over because I remember when I woke up when I turned 40, and I woke up and there was a pair of jean shorts, some long socks, and a pair of white New Balances. I was like, "Yep, it's over. It's time.
It is
It's
time.
You don't even buy those; they just materialize, right?
Yeah, no, seriously, they just appeared. And you're like, oh shit. When you start, you know, really seeing Hank Hill's point of view, you're like, dang, I've really hit that age.
Mm.
For
right,
me,
well-
it's been TikTok, where like it used to be sluts, and it's still sluts.
Yeah.
time-
Hell yeah, it has to
or I'm sorry, thoughts. Thoughts is the
Thoughts.
appropriate term.
be. Those hoes over there.
Accepted
Thoughts.
vernacular.
Yeah. But now I'm getting like fucking, hey man, do you have a door that's just like slightly off and you have to like pick it up to close it? This is how you fix it. And I'm just there watching like, how are you gonna get the hinges off? You gonna use a screwdriver to get that off? You gotta.
You started watching the DIY channel.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even know they made a chisel that size. God damn.
Bob Vila becomes your idol. You don't even realize why. Like, you know, that's a smart guy right there.
Mm. Well, here's mine to transition into the episode. Physical media just came in today.
Yay!
The new
Is that Ninja Gaiden
Game
on the cover?
Informer. Yep, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yes.
Now-
Ooh.
While I am not a sponsor, I am a shill. This is the new Game Informer. As I said, I literally just got this in the mail today, right before we started recording. Yep, Ninja Gaiden 4 is on the cover. It came with this poster. Hold up. But it's not for Ninja Gaiden. It's for Phantom Blade Zero.
Okay.
Alright, and
Dope name.
it's actually it's a double-sided,
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
okay, yeah.
right? And then this is what's on the other side. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about this game, but hey, there's some pretty decent stuff. But yeah, but as always, for those of you old people like me that like physical media and you need something to just peruse through while you're
Something
crapping.
to grab onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. You can't go wrong.
Ain't
with
nothing like
one of
physical
these.
media, man. Ain't nothing like physical media.
Exactly, man. And then especially like you throw this on the coffee table in the living room, put it in the toilet, whatever.
Put it on the shitter.
I think it's nice. Exactly. So, but there you go. New game for. With that said, though, let us take this time because we got a big episode today. Before we jump in, let's take this moment to acknowledge the true alphas of the show. You guys, the viewers. And we have now officially hit 90 subscribers.
Yes.
So great job, guys. We are that much closer to the big 100 milestone.
That reminds me. On top of the new subscribers, I somehow have a new follower on Twitch. So I guess I should start streaming again.
Say, we gotta start
progress.
Yes.
Thanks for the follow. And Aztec817, I think, was their username. So it might be Daniel.
Aztec817.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's a Fort Worth area code, so
might not be. It might just be some rando, but yeah, I'll probably start streaming again sometime soon when I can make this place more.
Remember, once we hit 100 episodes, we're gonna do our special strip tease Smash Brothers tournament.
I've actually had like a pretty dumb idea for streaming that I think would work. The thing is, I just don't have the space here in this room.
Throw everything out the window. Don't need a bed.
But here is my dumb idea that I think would work. I call it win crowns or lose pounds stream. So I would play Fortnite, and then depending on what position I end off, that's how many like fucking push-ups, squats, fucking crunches. That's burpees. How many I have to do. Yeah, burpees.
Oh God!
Like burpees. If I finish top 10, I gotta do 10 burpees, dog. So I think
I'd collapse after one burpee.
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be ground rules, right? Like I'm not just gonna be like hop on the bench 320 now.
You place 50th out of 50. Add another 50 pounds to the bar.
Like I think that would just be like kind of fun to do, and plus like it's win-win, right? Like I either actually win at Fortnite, or I do some exercise and do something physical, lose some weight. But yeah, like I just don't have the space or like the camera set up to be able to switch between like gameplay. All right, I gotta do 50 push-ups, so let's pop the camera over here so you can see that I'm not cheating. Count with me, chat.
Actually, while on the subject of that, I guess we can read off this comment just to acknowledge Alpha. This is a pretty old comment. My apologies. It's just this comment was left on a short. But it was they left it on our Why the Internet is Making Fun of Pirate Software short. The comment comes from Public Space 234. Now, the first half of the comment is regarding the pirate software, but I want to focus on the second half. I'll read the whole thing, though. It says, the internet's a brutal place, and this pretentiousness and how highly he acts has everyone enjoying putting him down or in his place. Easy target, I guess. But now the second portion is, good laughs. You guys should do this in a room together. And I think this is something that we might have mentioned in earlier episodes, but then we never brought up, like, why we do it like this. And just the short version of it is really just geography. We do not live in the same place, so that's why we have to resort to online internet podcasting recording. Obviously, we would love to do it in person, and likewise, we do have plans to meet up in person. And the idea is, like, we could record something, but I honestly think just from the nature of where we are, and the way is, if we ever do an in-person like recording, it probably won't be this typical like podcast style. It'll probably be more like a vlog style, because generally when we do meet up and hang out, it is for like some type of family event, family reunion type thing. So it doesn't really give us a lot of time to like sneak off somewhere and record for an hour.
Also, because we're drinking.
Yeah, that too. So instead, what we could do is, I mean, we do go hit up like the arcades, the card shops, comic shops, Maybe if we ever go on one of those little adventures or something, and we can have a cell phone on us, maybe we could just record like what we're doing, what we're buying, just so
Dude,
it is
we could show off us
some type of
dominating at round one.
at all that too.
I love round
Yeah,
one.
that yeah, same man. We gotta go back. All right, but yeah, so that is just the short and dirty of why we record online and on person. But we would love to, and as Jay mentioned, we'll see if streaming could be a thing in the future. I don't know. I think we just need a good cooperative game. I know Borderlands 4 is out right now, but
Oh
we'll
yeah, that's
talk
true.
about that.
Eh.
All right. Well, I guess enough of that. I guess let us now move on to the main topic, which Paco,
Yes.
you came up with the suggestion. So normally when we do these type of episodes where we just hit news headline after news headline, several because it generally we try to get like one or two big news topics and we'll do an episode around it. But when there isn't just enough meat, instead we'll do a widespread like quick go through the headlines. You suggested that these news roundups, as I've been calling them, that we could call them something else. I wanted to see if you introduce it to the alphas.
I think we should call it, recalentado, because mainly because since we record once a week, and sometimes the episodes when we record them, it's just everything that we heard from the last week. And recalentado, for the non-Mexicans that don't know, recalentado is just like saying leftovers. So like when you, let's say you have a carne asada, whatever you have left over, like the next day it's what we eat for like lunch or dinner or whatever was left over. Just throw some salsa on that bitch. Reheat it, make a guisado. We just call it recalentado. Vamos a comer recalentado. Whatever. It's just leftovers. But it's kind of a culmination of whatever we have left over. And a lot of these news stories are stuff that we've been seeing and holding up from the last week before. Maybe somebody has already seen it or done videos, but now we're just doing it ourselves. So I thought that it might have been a good thing. Just call it recalentado. We got the
Yes.
recalentado today,
So yeah. So
and you
we
learned
will
some
refer to
Spanish.
these as the recalentado. For the sake of not confusing viewers, we will not be renaming the show,
Yeah,
but we will.
renaming the show. Just our little. It's
But
just like the
it's
name of the
just a little.
episodes.
But yes, we could call these the recalentado. So let us get this comal started.
Yeah, I like
I
it. Yeah.
I am trying my best. I tried my best to organize it from like most recent to like get older as we go on, right? Um, so bear with me. So let's. I think the first thing we got to get out of the way: Nintendo Direct. There was a
Yep.
Nintendo Direct uh, last week from this recording, so I guess 2 weeks from by the time the alphas watch this, and I don't know. I maybe I'm just old, or I have just hit the peak of Nintendo like Nirvana, where I am just so like chill about these Nintendo Directs
Yeah.
that even their most like mid directs don't bother me anymore because I have lowered my expectations, and
Mm.
so to me I thought this Nintendo Direct was okay. I didn't think it was bad, but if you go online, everyone says it's bad. I'm like, how is it bad? It's got Mario, it's got Metroid, it's got Donkey Kong, and it's got Pokemon, and it even had a Zelda. Like to me,
Yeah.
it's like you just hit all the big ones. Like what more did you want?
Virtual Boy.
Right, but maybe it's just me. I lowered my expectations. I think some people were like, "Where the fuck is the new Smash Brothers? Where the fuck is the next mainline Zelda? Where the fuck?" And it's like, guys, chill. The
I
like
haven't even.
it's. I think it's just I have never seen. I haven't seen a Nintendo Direct in like years, or I think even ever, where Nintendo like. I guess they're so used to like the way Sony used to do it, where they just loaded the shotgun
Mm-hmm.
with every big thing they had
Boop,
coming,
boop.
and then just massive like buckshot of like everything. And I don't, maybe I'm just misremembering, but I don't remember Nintendo ever doing that. They've always just put like one or two couple little things, and then everything else is just kind of like, you know, if you will. They only have the handful of the big reveals. They never do, you know, like the shotgun, the explosion with the
Yeah.
confetti, if you
Yeah.
will. But I don't know. That's just my take. I don't know what you guys think.
I thought it was all right. Like, I don't really care for a lot of like the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Nintendo Directs, mainly because I don't get a chance to watch them right when they come out because I'm usually at work when they're happening. So I always will end up watching the recaps or I have to watch the replay. But I mean, this Nintendo Direct was pretty good. I did get excited for a few of the things that they announced. So, I mean, I didn't have many expectations, so I wasn't necessarily blown out of the water. But I
Yeah.
mean, I was like, okay, Nintendo's got some hits this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there with you. I think this was a pretty like low key, or if you want to call it mid. It was a pretty mid direct. They did announce some good stuff, some interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
New Mario Tennis. They're doing stuff for the Mario 40th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. The movie.
Fucking Virtual Boy is back.
God damn.
That one was kind of out of nowhere for me. I was like, Virtual Boy.
That's the one that I'm like. To me, this is like Sony with Morbius, where they're like, "Oh, we're gonna re-release." Why? Like,
Didn't nobody like it the first time?
I don't see it. I really don't see it. Like, but
I, I think honestly that shit was like specifically for me and like people my age, because I remember like seeing commercials for the Virtual Boy and thinking like this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. I was
yeah,
4.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where like, you know, if you watched a movie, it's not something that happens too much nowadays because like fucking everyone has a Steam Deck except me. But like, I remember
And me.
watching, I remember watching movies like the biggest one that I can remember is like fucking Chucky 3, and you see like the kid playing an Atari Lynx, or you see a kid playing a Game Gear and thinking like,
yeah,
"Fuck, I just want this is the coolest thing ever. Like, I just really want the
right.
fucking Game Gear or the Lynx or whatever the hell the kid's playing on." And the Virtual Boy was one of those where like it was never in one of the movies, but like you would see the commercials and just be like, "So
That looks
fucking
cool.
bad." Like
I
the
had a
fucking
Virtual
Power
Boy.
Glove. The Power Glove sucked, but like it looks so awesome. That kid
Mm-hmm.
Lucas was cool as shit. He probably got all the pussy.
I had a Virtual Boy, but so I did have some really cool Nintendo accessories. So when I got the Super Nintendo, I remember I think I got it for Christmas, and I ended up getting that. Remember, it came with the bazooka.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, the
Super
Super
Scope.
Scope.
Yeah, I had that, but I didn't have the game for it.
Yoshi's
I
Cookie.
didn't know how to use it. It was just in a box. It was in my house. I never was able to use it. I had a Power Glove. Power Glove I got from a garage sale, and the Virtual Boy I got from a garage sale as well. And even when I got my Genesis, I think I got the Genesis from a garage sale. I didn't end up getting like the Genesis and all this stuff up until like a couple years later, So I didn't get them right when they came out. I ended up getting them a couple years later. And now that I think about it too, like I was like, man, if only I knew what I was doing and knew about like collecting and stuff at the time, because I would have had a lot of really cool shit
Yeah.
right now if I would have held on to a lot of that stuff.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the Virtual Boy, as far as like collector's value go, it's not worth that much because I
It
believe
sucked.
it had. Well, no, not because it sucked. If anything, because it sucked, that would actually raise the value because that means not a lot of people had it or
Yeah.
kept it. It's
Hence being
it's
so
that I
expensive.
want to say it might be like around 5 to 6 years ago at this point, but like someone like found like a warehouse like just full of them. Like
So
I
it's
guess
like
it
the
was like a
ET game.
unsold. Uh, kind
It's
of.
like the ET
Except
game where they just
the ET one was clearly done to like destroy it,
yeah.
whereas this is someone's inventory that just never got moved. It never got anything, and it kind of just sat there. And then someone found it, and then they just started like selling them as like a little vintage collector's thing. So because the market got flooded with brand new ones still in the box, um, it did like do some of it, like some damage to the I guess market value of
Yeah.
it. So I think even from a collector's point, I don't think a Virtual Boy even goes for that much. It really is just more of like a novelty piece at this point. It's just like, oh,
Novelty and
look,
nostalgia.
yeah,
Well,
I would say so at
I
this
mean, that's
point.
the only
But
reason I want it. I don't even want to play the fucking games. I just want to have it.
I would just want to put it on my
right,
mantle,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
along with all my older consoles, just put it on my mantle, like in
That's what I. That's
my
what I
game
wanted it
room.
for. And to give Nintendo credit, um, I do think it's cool that because they're gonna sell like the obvious like Virtual Boy attachment, I guess peripheral, uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
for the Switch 2 for like expensive, right? Like it's not gonna be cheap. I think
mm.
Qued said you said it was gonna be like $100 or
yeah, like
something.
Yeah,
$100.
for the actual headset. Yeah,
Yeah. So not everyone's gonna want to spend that. I'm not. I'm the one that wants it the most out of us three, and I'm probably not gonna buy it. Like not for $100. Uh, but if you are curious about the games, uh, because they are, like old school. What's the
hmm,
stereoscopic
Yeah,
3D?
yeah,
stereoscopic games.
Uh, they're going to sell like a Nintendo Labo for cheaper, or maybe even just instructions on like how to build
hmm,
a Virtual Boy headset out of cardboard. So that way,
yeah.
if you don't want to spend the $100, but you're curious about fucking, I don't know,
Trying it.
yeah, Wario
I
Wario Land 3D or whatever
Oh
it
god.
was.
yeah, or maybe someone will like if they've got a 3D printer, someone will probably put up a schematic for it or something. I'm just thinking back to like back then when like augmented reality was becoming a thing on like portable cell phones that Google, Samsung, you name it, everybody was selling like little like headsets that you would just stick your cell phone in,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that way you could have your own like VR like headset on the cheaps. Like yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if like yeah this Virtual Boy thing is gonna do the exact same thing. Um, could this pave the way for maybe future stuff on the Switch? I mean, maybe, but I just don't see it happening. Like, I
no, I don't
really
see it
don't.
happening yet.
Um,
But I don't know. We'll see. A gimmick for sure. But all right, we let's move on. I think we spent more than enough time about the Virtual Boy of all things. Some of the other
we
stuff they
spent more
announced
time
is
talking about the Virtual Boy than it did in market, like
yep,
when it was new.
right. All right, some other stuff they announced. Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting some DLC. I
DLC.
still haven't finished the main
Yep.
game, so. Okay, this is the one that like my wife was definitely the most hyped for. Pokemon Pokopia.
Yes. I'm kind of
For
hyped for
those of
that.
you,
That looks like fun.
yeah, for those of you that are like, what the hell did he just say? Look, all you need to know is it's basically Pokemon meets Animal Crossing meets like Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. It is
Mm-hmm.
you're building your own little community. It's a very chill, very cozy game from the looks of it. Looks like a lot of fun, and we'll see. It really is just a reveal. Not too much is known yet, but it definitely looks pretty cool.
Fun,
You,
cozy game.
Um,
you think at the end,
uh,
like if the game has a story mode, you think at the end of the story it's revealed that the Ditto that you're playing as is the Ditto from Detective Pikachu?
I think that's too cerebral of a crossover for these guys. I don't think they'll go for it. Although that would be a little neat.
Saying these are the
He
only two
wanted
Ditto
a
that have ever turned
uh,
into people. I mean, canonically, like
yeah.
I don't think there
mm,
has there. Correct me if I'm wrong. but I don't think in the mainline canon there's ever been Dittos other than those two.
After their life of crime, they just wanted the quiet life.
Mm, the other thing they announced is that Kirby Air Riders is going to get another Nintendo Direct. It looks like.
Really?
I'm like, dang, what
I,
else do you all got to say? But
I don't
okay,
care for Kirby Air Riders. I know it's probably maybe a hot take, but don't really care for it. I love Kirby, but Kirby Air
mm.
Riders, meh.
Yeah, I mean, it's something
it
that you kind of have to play.
yeah,
You have to
you got to play it.
experience.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
when the first one came out, I didn't give a shit about it. Like, and then I actually played, and I was like, okay, I see it. I get what you
It's because like yeah, like it's like on the it's because it really is its own unique game. Like it's one of those someone will be like, so it's just Mario Kart, but like for like the pro. That's like no, it's more than that. It's not just a racing game. There's a battle simu like car combat. Like it's its own genre
It's a
almost. It's kind
twisted
of
metal with Kirby.
basically,
kind of, yeah.
Okay, well,
but there, but
maybe I
yes,
should play it then.
there is a racing aspect to it. But I think the battle mode like took way more like fame than the actual like racing portion. Or maybe that was just me, but I don't know. You watch that direct, they spend a good portion talking about that battle mode more than the actual race. So I don't think it's just me. Um, but yeah, you have that. Hyrule Warriors. There was a Mario Galaxy movie announcement, so that's gonna be the sequel.
Mario Galaxy.
Pokemon Legends ZA, next mainline Pokemon game. Comes out in a couple of weeks. October 16, they revealed new Mega Evolutions for Raichu. There's two of them. It's Raichu X and Raichu
Chua.
Y. There was a new Yoshi game announced. And then the last two big reveals is there's a new Fire Emblem and Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are getting a bundle game release, and everyone seems to be complaining about the price. I do not blame
Yeah.
them.
What about Metroid? Well, they didn't really
Yes,
talk about
Metroid
Metroid.
4. Yes, there's a new Metroid. It's coming out on December, I believe. They showed off some new footage. The main thing is that Samus is on a motorcycle.
It's open world.
Samus on motorcycles. Um, I'm trying to find the post. I'm scrolling. But yeah, if I remember correctly, it's yeah. Here we go. It's on December. No, that's kind of all there is on that one. Just yeah, new Metroid. Yep. Oh, and she's getting an amiibo. Um. But yeah, that's kind of about it. All right. Yep. December 4th. There you go on the Switch 2. So there you go. All right, that'll do it for the Nintendo Direct. Let us now move on to this next piece of news. So this one is actually like breaking like news like as of like this recording in the sense that this was blowing up all over my Twitter. So this is a rumor, take it with a grain of salt, but everyone's talking about it on Twitter. I felt it's worth mentioning in this recalentado. Well, actually, this isn't really recalentado; it's fresh. That Insomniac is working on a Venom spin-off video game.
Ooh.
So I liked the Spider-Man games. I liked
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
they
I
were
like
fun.
Miles Morales. I like Spider-Man 2. Story was a little disappointing, but the game itself was pretty solid. So now Venom getting his own game, to me, that'll be interesting because I think everyone's biggest complaint with that sequel was just not enough Venom.
Yeah, and when
So
Venom wasn't on screen, people were asking, "Where's Venom?"
Yeah.
where's Venom? So, but yeah. So right now, that's all there is on it. It's
rumor,
just rumors, and I
rumor
mean they
and
highlight some
innuendo.
stuff. Nope. But
Wait, where the
yeah,
fuck is my
that's
Wolverine game, you bitches?
I think they are working
still
on that,
working
aren't
on
they?
it.
Yeah, they are
Yeah, they
working
are
on a
working on
Wolverine
it,
game. That's
but they
why
just
this is
haven't
just
released.
like a rumor because like they still
Yeah.
got
Yeah, 'cause-
Wolverine like coming down the pipes at some point.
mhm.
Um,
Yep.
so if they
And
are
then
working on Venom, like it's like we pitched the idea and they said yes. Like that's
yeah,
how far in development they.
and development, right? And they were even working on like a multiplayer like Spider-Man game, but supposedly they canceled that shit. So
I mean, I would too.
I wouldn't, man, because like part of the
Well,
gimmick with Spider-Man 2 was that you have both Miles and Peter like
yeah, no,
together.
like
So a cooperative aspect I think would have like really benefited.
see, here's the thing: when you say and think multiplayer, you mean that. When
Yeah.
Sony and like any corporation says
Right.
multiplayer,
What the hell was the name of that game? The
Suicide Squad,
No, the other one,
Gotham
the one they
Knights.
botched. No, the other one, the one they botched.
Oh, the
Their Overwatch.
yeah the. God damn, I don't even remember
Fuck, I remember the name now.
See, that's how much it sucked. We forgot the name of it.
We talked
It
about
started
it
with
for
an
like
M, didn't it? Like Mega, Metro, or
no
some shit.
called. God damn it!
Morbius.
Yes, it was Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
Morbius.
Life service. Hey.
Mm.
Concord. It was
Concord.
fucking
Concord.
Concord. I didn't even
Concord.
finish typing
It's
it.
the name of a grape.
Yeah.
Oh man, that took.
Yeah, that took too much brain power.
Yeah.
We should talk about the Virtual Boy. Alright. Okay, so that'll do it for that one. All right. Our next headline. Oh, might as well talk about this since I teased it already. Borderlands 4.
Expensive
I
ass.
swear to God, I feel like we were building up a reputation for always attacking pirate software. I feel like we're about to dethrone them after this one. Like, no, we're every single time we have talked about this game, it has never been to talk about just the game. It has been to talk about
The fucking
Randy
magician?
Pitchford. Yes.
The Dark
CEO
Wizard.
The Dark Wizard Pitchford. Dark Wizard Pitchford over here.
of Gearbox, because this man, like, just cannot, like, just
Constantly
put his
bad
phone
takes.
down. Yeah.
Someone needs to take this dude's phone away. Like, it
Like,
sounds
just-
like
He'll probably be like, it's gone. He'll probably do some magic trick bullshit with it. He'll take his
pulls
phone.
another one out of it.
Yeah. And then he'll go behind your ear and pull 3 more iPhones. Aha. Like, that's exactly what.
It's gonna be that like infinite handkerchief.
He's
You're
like,
gonna
yeah,
take
the infinite, but it's just
He's
phones.
like, Jesus Christ.
No, he's going to do the card trick where you take his phone. He's like, oh no, I feel sick. Blah! 6 iPhones.
Right.
Already logged into Twitter.
Is that a 17? That ain't even out yet. How'd you...
That's not even out yet.
Well, for
He's like, I'm a
people that
wizard.
are, for the alphas that are confused, like, what the fuck's happening? All right, so Borderlands 4 just dropped, I guess, like 3 days ago, this past weekend. And right now, there seems to be some glitches with the game,
Yep.
if you will. It's got some bugs, and so this being a mainly cooperative game, like, needless to say, people were a little upset. And people are pointing out that just the optimization, that's the word, on this game isn't that good. And so, Mr. CEO Randy Pitchford
The Dark
has
Wizard.
taken to Twitter
2 voices concerned.
to say, nah, it's not the game, it's y'all.
Oh, God.
And obviously, I'm paraphrasing, but it generally, you can't just look up his post and just read it. It's like he is like saying that like, well, it works on my computer, so it's got to be you guys, and it's like, this isn't it, man.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, here we go. I'm getting a direct quote. He said, quote, if you are not happy with the balance between these things, your experiences, please tune to your preferences using the tools available to you. Some of you would prefer more FPS or more features or higher resolution. We have provided many tools to help you make those trade-offs. End quote. My guy.
This dude needs to take a
Just
PR lesson, man, because like
yes.
you can. So I kind of have some experience with this because I used to work at Blizzard for 7 years.
No way.
Yeah, no, for real. Blizzard 7 years. Very proud of that. I'm the first second generation Blizzard employee. Some other fucker online will tell you that it's him. It's really me.
And there we go. They are now tied again.
I had to even the score. No, but like I worked customer service for Blizzard. That's real. I didn't make that part up, but so sometimes like people would call in and be like, "Hey, fucking, my frames in WoW suck," and I'd be like, "All right, let me." Send me your system files and like I'll take a look and see if we can optimize some stuff for you, blah blah. And they'd be running like fucking Windows 95. Like, dog, of course this shit ain't gonna work.
Bro, is this a TI calculator? Of course you have a bad frame rate.
But I can't just tell him like, dog, your computer's a piece of shit. Like you need you need to like I didn't even know they still made
You have to
this
gently
version of Windows. Do you work at like the government? You have to tell people like if it is something like that where we know like for damn sure like dog it's not the game, like it's you.
You're like breaking up with them.
You gotta tell them like gently, right? And just exactly like a breakup. You gotta be like, look, dog, this ain't working out. Like maybe you want to try. like maybe you might want to consider upgrading once you can save some money. Tell you what, I'll give you a free month of game time if it'll get you off.
It'll get you off
use
it.
Right. Like it, and yeah, so to that extent, like yes, like Randy would theoretically make a point, but the problem is that like he just went off on this really long like just post after post, and here's like again I'm just getting some quotes where he says like where he starts talking about like how many people have actually put in like bug reports and the customer service, and he's like um he said that customer service reports for Borderlands 4 are 1% of installs and 0.4% are performance related. And he goes off on other percentages saying that is less than 1% of 1% of customers using customer service tickets for valid performance issues, which is less than 1/5 of the users using customer service to get help with titch drops. Okay, Randy, here's the thing though. If I experience a bug in the game, I don't report it. I just turn the game off.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
just because
there's several...
that just means that some people are not reporting it. That's all that means. And even then, that's still not like a good gauge, because at the end of the day, you have what's called negative brand perception.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit that less than 1% of your player base are running into problems. I log onto Twitter. This is all I see. I see people saying the game sucks, it doesn't work, and you bitching about it.
Look, and here's the other thing. Everything you said is correct. The other thing with his statement that I can nitpick on is he brings up like the customer service analytics that like people are ticketing in for install issues. Not for... Yeah, you know what? if I'm having trouble getting through to customer service to like have an actual person respond, then I'm going to try to game the system. It would happen at Blizzard all the time, where like you can't get a live chat for, let's say you were banned, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you want to file an appeal. Those aren't supposed to go to a live channel because, like,
Yeah.
no, dog. Like, we don't want to have. It's an uncomfortable conversation to begin with, and we're just gonna argue with you for 30 minutes and go nowhere.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
uh, so what people would do is they open a ticket and say like, "Yeah, I'm having install issues," and then that would go to like a live channel. That would go to a live chat, and then they just be like, and me like a dumbass would be like, "Oh, hey, dog, what's up? You having trouble installing the game? Nah, bro, I got banned. I want you to take it off." Bitch, that's not what you said in the ticket, bro.
That's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny.
Yeah, no, and it wouldn't just be that. Like sometimes people would just put in a ticket, like because sometimes it would be like super complex. It would ask you like 50 questions, like, "Oh, so what are you having trouble with? Install. What's the problem with the install? Are you installing here?" Baby?" So people would just be like, click, 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 until it gives you like the option to finally submit the ticket. I don't know how Gearbox's system works, but like at Blizzard, that was another complaint that we would see a lot, where it was like, "Yeah, dog, it takes me like 50 clicks to actually get to like write out the
Like a
ticket
person.
or a person." So they would just hit zero. Like they would just click whatever like the worst option was until it finally let them like actually talk to someone or
Mhm.
write out whatever their problem was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that analytic of like it's mostly installs, that's easily like faked or wrong. Like
Debunkable.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And I think this is just. I swear, like every time like the game is on the news, it's always because of him. Like it's never been like
I'm telling you,
like
man,
the
he's the
game
eighth
itself.
Horcrux. It's gonna turn out that that fucking
Man,
USB has the soul of Voldemort along with a bunch of squirt porn, and
and
and it's corrupting
uh,
his.
It's corrupting his mind.
but yeah, but I guess just to wrap up this story, well, yeah, he's basically telling people like, play with 1440p, try not to play on 4K. Um,
Oh, dog,
he said the
that's
minimum and recommended specs are public. Jesus, dude. Um, and then this is where like, okay, this is where he lost people. He pulled the, well, code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. We will be your customer when you pull it off. And it's like, really, you're gonna hit him with, "We'll make your own fucking game." Like, really?
that's such a. I hate that
Maybe
approach.
he's getting his advice from the Pirate Software Handbook.
But like, no, because he's always been like this. Like, that's
Yeah,
the
no, that's. It,
this is him. He's always been
I'm
like
I'm
that. Even
telling
with the
you,
movie, when the movie came out, like,
this dude needs like some kind of PR training or to just work customer service
or
for like a month. So
they just need to tell him like, you gotta just shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
Take his phone away.
Honestly, if someone could just like get his phone and change his Twitter password and shit, like at 90% of these problems would be fixed.
right,
It
Then
would
Blue Sky.
somehow fix the optimization of the game if you just take Randy off Twitter, like magically.
right, but oh well, that's Mr. Pitchford for you. All right, let's move on from that to our next one. Finally, a small piece of good news.
Yeah.
Stop Killing Games initiative. His EU hearing is basically guaranteed. It says that
Yes.
97% of the signatures are valid. So now it will enter the legislative phase where the Commission and Parliament must decide how to respond. So, but yeah, that's all we can do for now. Just wait. But looks like this is happening. So, congrats everyone, and
Good
everyone
job,
was
Stop Killing
signed.
Games.
Yep, and we'll we will be watching with great interest. All right. Next headline: Neil Druckmann, aka the director and
Rockman himself.
creator of The Last of Us, um, he's in the news because he says he's going to step away from The Last of Us season 3 TV show to go back to working on video games. Saying that he's going to work. He's focus on their new uh, intergalactic, the
Right.
Heretic Prophet game,
Yeah.
the one with Tati Gabriel, and likewise, some people are taking this comment to also mean that maybe there's a Last of Us 3 game on the way, and to that, it the chances isn't zero, but to my understanding, the way Naughty Dog has they got like the I guess the A team and the B team, if you will. They have two teams, and so you have Team A is obviously working on this one, the intergalactic one, and so then you have the second team theoretically working on something else that's going to come down the line. They were working on that Last of Us multiplayer game that they canceled. So could they be just reworking that to a single player experience so that way any work they did or concept or
Doesn't get
whatever doesn't
lost.
just get lost? It's possible, but with that said, I guess I'm just trying to level the expectation, kind of like how I did earlier with the Interact. Like, don't get too excited. Don't immediately assume it's another Last of Us or it's another Uncharted. Like, it can be anything. Look at this Intergalactic is a totally new IP, totally new everything, and no one had any idea they were working on that because they kept it so secret. So we'll see what comes of this. See what happens, and I guess if anyone cares about the Last of Us TV show, we'll see how that comes out.
I mean, I never cared for a. I didn't really see the appeal of a Last of Us multiplayer game, anyways.
The
So I can answer that kind of quickly without going on too much saying. So the Last of Us, the first one, the original, back on the PS3 and I think PS4, had a multiplayer component, and it was actually like fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
Um,
was at the tail end of when a bunch of games tried to come up with their own like
like
multiplayer
multiplayer to
mode.
like prolong it. Yeah.
Like pretty much every game that has a multiplayer has a deathmatch mode and like a team
Hmm.
deathmatch mode, but they would always try to add like a mode that was different that like
Uh
not
huh.
everyone else was doing. And The Last of Us had a really fun mode that was like that, where it was like this is really a mode that you can only play in the game in The
Yeah.
Last of
Mm,
Us. Like no one
yeah.
else was really doing this style of multiplayer.
Yeah. And part of what made their deathmatch, even in itself, if it is just, you just got to kill the other team, the other part that made it interesting was that there's a lot of stealth in that online multiplayer. It's not, run around, go shooting shit. It's like, no,
No
you don't
run
have
and gun.
you don't have you don't have bullets, you don't have. So there was a lot of stealth. There was a lot of like, yeah. So that mixed it up a bit. So that's where the appeal for like an online component came in, especially when it was just that expanded upon. Because part of the idea of it was that your lives were actually like your settlers from your camp. So when you lost a life, it was you losing a survivor, until your
Wow.
whole like wiped out. Because again, the match could end and you still had lives, and those were characters that, in theory, went back to camp. So when you played another round of deathmatch, you would use those same like that
Oh.
pool of resources, if you will. So that's where the appeal came from. It's like, hey, why don't we take this and expand it and make it its own thing? Supposedly the thing that like made them back off from it is that I think they talked to like Rockstar and Bungie, for Grand Theft Auto Online and Destiny Online, and that they did like consulting with them, going like, "How do we do an online game? Because this is our first one. They're strictly single player." And the thing that made them realize, "Oh fuck, we can't do this," is that when they met with them for consulting, the big thing they told them was, "You know, your A team or your B team, whoever's working on this, this is now their job. You can't like." You can't do it in a cycle the way they were used to. That all team
Hmm.
one works on this, team two, and then you just no. Like this is an online game. You're constantly checking your servers. You're constantly updating. You're constantly adding content. Otherwise, people are gonna stop playing. So when they realized, oh fuck, this is where it's not like like their projects they're used to, where they just work on the game and then they move on to the next one. It's like no, you have to keep. That's what made them go, okay, you know what? Yeah, we can't do this, and that's why they backed off. So, all right. Let us move on to. I guess this will probably be our last piece of news. Um, Fortnite. Uh, we should start with the rumors, and then we'll get to the actual one, I guess. So, it, as far as rumors go, there's a lot of collabs coming up.
Hmm.
With the biggest rumored collab
One
coming
Piece.
soon is no, it's
Man, I've been hearing about.
K-pop.
I thought they already did a One Piece collab.
Nah, they've never done one.
No,
There's
Oh.
been rumors about it for like fucking 10
for like a
years.
while,
For as
yeah.
long as One Piece and Fortnite have been things, but like, nah, they've
Mm,
never.
but no, that K-pop Demon Hunters, that one is
Oh,
supposedly on the way.
okay.
Okay.
Uh,
The Hun Moon
they're
I mean,
also
that makes sense. It hits a lot of
demographics.
no, a lot of Fortnite's boxes because like now they
yeah,
have the
like
festival
music,
mode, so
emotes, yeah,
music, you can
cool
do emotes.
costumes. Like, you, it's a popular franchise. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
got.
The gas is
Is
going
it
to
fair
turn
to?
into the Hun Moon.
Is actually it's not fair to call it a franchise because it's not a franchise. It's an IP.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and so no, yeah, this one like I'm sure we'll do some numbers up. As far as like Halloween content, rumors are that they're gonna add a Ghostface to it.
Mm,
You know which is the one that like I'm hyped for though. Supposedly they're gonna add the Scooby Doo and the gang and like the mystery
Ooh.
machine.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of
that'd be
cool.
That's
dope.
the
Drive around in the mystery machine.
Ghostface hasn't had good luck in the video game space because when they announced Ghostface for Mortal Kombat, everyone was like, "Meh."
he, dude again Dead by Daylight. That's the only that one. He did fine there because his I don't know if you want to call it a glory kill is that like before he like kills like the survivor, he takes a selfie with him and
Wow.
then like stabs him. So like, um, but the one thing I'll say that Mortal Kombat did get right about Ghostface is that there's two of them,
Yeah.
just like in the movies. So,
Yeah.
so I like that. I thought that was a nice touch. But the big one that like I'm most hyped for, assuming it's true, right? These are all just leaks and rumors, right? But supposedly they're gonna add Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
that's the one I'm.
game Sonic or movies?
Probably
I
movie
would.
Sonic.
I assumed game Sonic.
I feel like it's going to be movie Sonic and movie
If it's
Shadow.
movie Sonic,
too
in the
late.
is the alt costume gonna be ugly Sonic?
Oh.
I would assume it's like too late to put the movie. I feel like it didn't. You got to do it like within the like
With
a
yeah,
reasonable
there's
time
no,
frame.
they're not
Yeah.
promoting the new one just yet, and like, yeah,
Yeah. Look, maybe by the time that Shadow TV show comes out, they'll put like realistic Shadow in there, and I guess that could count as another Keanu Reeves because Keanu Reeves is already in Fortnite
As John Wick.
twice. So no, four times if you count Shadow, because he's there as John Wick, Neo, Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk, and then now he would be Shadow. So that would technically be four Keanu's.
They really like Keanu over at Fortnite.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, but now I guess the last one, and this is for like the actual like news portion, if you will, some is that Fortnite is finally going to introduce an exact amount purchase for their in-game currency,
Okay.
the V Bucks. So no, so now I guess when you look up a character skin, you'll actually get a number in like dollars as opposed to, oh, it's 1,000 V Bucks. Well, how much is 1,000 V Bucks? Well, you can get 800 for $10. What the fuck, man?
Mm.
It depends. How many V Bucks do you have already?
Already, right? It and but get this though, there is like a caveat. Supposedly, this is rolling out for everyone except PlayStation. I guess I don't know what the fuck is going on
I think
with that one.
it's probably some bullshit to do with the way the store like works.
That's what I was thinking. Also, like they said they're gonna round up everyone's V Bucks as well. They broke down the math, but it's pretty generous. Where, like, I think if they said you had like just as an example, like 1,350 V Bucks, they're just gonna round you up to 1,500.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, so something like that. But yeah, this is gonna roll out soon. Yeah, here we go, October 14. Um, the post I'm seeing says it won't be available initially on PlayStation, so I guess the idea is like it will get there soon, just not at the same time as everyone else.
You know what else it might be? It might just be that PlayStation has a longer review period.
Yeah, like for how they manage the store.
Yeah, yeah. It might just be that where like before you can
I,
upload a
mm,
game to the PlayStation or DLC or
oh, that
whatever,
they have to.
they have
Yeah,
to review it.
yeah,
Might
it's
just be
possible.
that.
It does definitely sound like a like that, like a policy type
Hmm.
system thing, as opposed to a Sony going, "No, we don't want that,"
Yeah.
um, type issue. But I think that's what I like about Nintendo back then when they dropped the point system, where now it's like, it just costs this much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the idea behind it, but I think everyone's just moved past it to like, well, how much actually is it? Like, don't give me this point shit.
It's
um,
that, and it might also be the stop killing game, like a side effect of it, because
True. Like, yeah, they can see like laws are changing. Bureaucracy's coming up. It's like, oh, it's best to get ahead of it.
yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
all right, but I think that'll do it for this gaming news recalentado. Dang, we got through quite a bit of shit,
Yeah.
guys.
A lot.
Yep. All right, so you alphas, you also let us know in the comments what news headlines we might have missed out on. Be sure to let us know, and we can see if we can talk about it in the next recalentado news roundup, or we can just talk about it in the next episode. Whatever we got pending. For those of you sticking around, I guess yes, we will be doing more horror content for October, so keep an eye out for that. But other than that, just as always, alphas, let us know in the comments what y'all want, and until then, we'll see y'all on the next one. It is.